So here we have emotions, and here we have themes. Happy, vacation. So this one time, my family and I went to Cabo, and it was super weird. Like, we're kind of a weird family anyway. There's 13 of us, between like my little cousins and my aunts and uncles, my grandparents, my siblings. My cousins are more like my siblings, and so we were all there. And you know how like most families kind of bicker the whole time? We don't bicker, like we do, but like not like the typical family bickering, like, ew, I hate your mom kind of things. And so we were all just kind of hanging out in Mexico, and this family walks up to us and is like, you guys are so cute, like, your family's so nice. And she's just sitting there, and my sister was reading her like Kindle, and I was like, what is that? Like, and I was in the pool, and something looked like my dad or something. And it turns out she's the first woman to ever dunk a basketball in the women's NBA, which was really cool. So we hung out with her the entire time, and we had no idea who she was this entire time. Like, none of us really watched like big sports, as you would say. We're kind of more of like the obscure sports. So we were just kind of like, whatever, like you do you. And people kept coming up and taking pictures with her. And we're all like, okay, who are you? You have to be super famous, because little kids are like, oh my God, can I take a picture with you? And we'd come to find out that she's like this super famous person, and she just liked us because we didn't like pressure her into anything. So she'd go to like champagne brunches with our family, and it was really, really fun. Boredom and Disney. I don't know one time I've ever been bored in Disney, which is actually very surprising. I have a little bit of an obsession, as some people would say, just a little bit. But when I am really bored and I have nothing else to do, I'm really excited because Netflix put all of the Disney movies, well, not all, but a significant number of Disney movies on Netflix. And so I go on and I just watch those, which is really depressing, but it's not, because when you're watching Disney movies, you're really happy, though they have like kind of dark underlying meaning, and they mean a lot of different things when you're older. But it's really interesting, like being bored and having something like Disney to kind of bring you up at all times. And I don't know, it's just like a really cool thing where you can just do whatever you want and you can be bored, but then all of a sudden you put this on and it's really happy. And this morning I was watching the new Beauty and the Beast trailer, because it's coming out, and it was really cool because it's exactly the same, like scene for scene, exactly the same as the original. Hope and sports. So it's actually kind of a sad story, which turned into a happy story, which kind of still stays sad. But I played water polo in high school with my sister, and my sophomore year, my sister and I were both on the starting lineup, and it was the last game of the season to decide who was going to go to the finals, Northern California Championships. It was this huge, big deal. And 22 seconds into the game, the opposing team, who's also we're really good friends with because we're a really small community, played on the same club team. She shot the ball, and it went straight across my face, and my nose ended up on this side of my face, which is not where it's supposed to be. But so I got pulled from the game, but the entire time I was in the emergency room and they had to reset my nose and everything, I was just like, well, how's the game going? How's the game going? Not allowed to play. And I opted to have my nose reset in office instead of having any anesthesia or any like serious painkiller. They numbed it with like giant needles, but that was it. And they're like, if you do this, then you can play in the second game, you can make the championships. And so I was like super hopeful that they would make it, and then they didn't, which was really depressing, but it's okay. Sad and friends. So really sad. My parents were on vacation, and this kid that I've known for a very long time, our dads used to work together. He had a history of epilepsy and stuff, and he actually died while my parents were on vacation. And now there's like every single time my parents go on vacation, the two of them, something kind of happens. And this last time they went, one of my friends broke both of his wrists. So really kind of actually sad. Fear and family. My family kind of means everything to me. We all live in a very close area. Like my aunt, uncle, and 3 little cousins live like somewhere between 11 and 13 doors away from my parents. And my grandma and grandpa used to live across their backyard and everything. And so I guess one of my biggest fears is losing my family because they mean so much to me. They're more than just family to me, they're friends also. And last but not least is grief and Ace. Ace is my dog. He's the cutest little poodle ever. My grandma used to breed poodles, and so I've had Ace since he was a week old. And I was about 13 to 14 when I first got him. I don't remember the exact age. He was my 13th birthday present, but it was like, had to wait for him to be born and all that. But I come to find out that he's epileptic because he had a seizure in the middle of the night. And I was young, so I didn't really understand what was going on. This was new, and we never dealt with anything like that before. And so all of a sudden, my dog's having a seizure, and I walk into the vet's office, and I say I have to put my dog down. And he's not even a year old probably at this point, and it was probably one of the saddest moments of my life, like bawling my eyes out, everything's like 2 a.m. And so the thought of losing my dog, he ended up being able to be alive. He's 9 years old this time. He'll be 10 on July 14th. But so that grief that I felt like even without him being dead was astronomical, and so the thought of it even like makes me sad.